Gas prices spike overnight. Some people are frustrated, others say it is necessary, but that is not the real story. The real story is this. Every leader is making trade-offs every day, and most leaders are not nearly as good at it as they think. I ran this scenario through a tool I've been building called the 3C Coach. I'll be opening it up soon, and here's what it surfaced. Let me walk you through it. The first C is character. Trade-offs expose what you actually value, not what you say, not what is written down, what you choose when two good options collide. This is where leaders get it wrong. They say there were no good options. That is almost never true. There are competing goods, and your job is to decide who absorbs that cost. That is the decision. Trade-offs do not eliminate responsibility, they usually reveal it. Strong leaders do not hide from that. They explain it clearly. Who benefits, who pays, and why. Now the second C is competence. Most leaders only look at the obvious cost, financial impact, operational disruption, but the real decision is in the hidden cost, morale, reputation, long-term positioning. If you're not weighing both, you're not making a strategic decision. You are just simply reacting. The second mistake is treating every constraint as fixed. Some constraints are real, others are assumptions you have not challenged. Rising gas prices are not the problem. Instead, they are the signal. The real question is this: Did your strategy assume stability, or did it build in resilience? That is a completely different conversation. Now, this brings us to our third C, which is courage. You cannot optimize every outcome. At some point, you have to decide what is non-negotiable because some trade-offs are strategic, others are moral, and when those collide, the decisions become clear. You do not sacrifice long-term integrity for short-term relief. There is a biblical principle that captures this perfectly. For which of you, intending to build a tower, does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it? That is not just about planning, that is about ownership. Owning the full cost of your decisions before you make them. If your decision solves the problem that compromises who you are, you did not solve the problem. That is not leadership, that is drift. So here is what this means for you. Before your next major decision, force 3 questions. 1, what are the real costs, both visible and hidden? 2, which constraints are truly negotiable? And then 3, who is absorbing the impact? If you cannot answer those clearly, you're not making a trade-off. You're making a guess. That is exactly the kind of decision this 3C tool is designed for. Not theory, real decisions with real consequences. I've been using it to work through scenarios like this. I'll be opening it up very soon. If you're dealing with something like this right now, you're going to want access to it. So, kind of wrap all of this up. Here's the question I want to leave you with. When you look at your last, 3 major decisions, did you choose what was easiest to defend or what was actually right? And could your team explain the difference? My name is Lawrence Price, and I am the 3C Coach. Thank you.